Hey guys, this is Rob from ChainsawGuitarTuition.net. Now over the years you've seen me play various guitars in different videos, but there's one guitar that I probably play the most, and you'll probably recognise this one when you see it. I actually bought it because my other guitar was out of tune and I needed one that I could go on stage with, so all my guitars had floating bridges and this one doesn't. Anyway, this is the Les Paul Studio. So I got this guitar initially, well, A, because it's a Les Paul, and I just love the sound of Les Pauls, and the look as well. They look kind of like a guitar. There's nothing crazy going on with the look, and they look nice. And it's got a fixed bridge, so it's just easier. If you want to just tune it up and go, you can just tune it up and go. So I use this one for most of my videos, and I use it for playing on stage. Most of my gig photos you'll see, if you've seen any of my gig photos. I'm actually playing this Les Paul. So when researching this video, I looked up the serial number, which you'll find on the back here of this guitar, and it turns out it's actually from 2005. The current models, the 2015 and 2016 models, are pretty much the same. I'm saying pretty much, okay? There are slight differences. So they have in the tuners, they have the electronic tuners that tune for you, kind of robot tuners. The neck on the modern ones is slightly slimmer. So overall, a great guitar from top to bottom. The main differences between this and the standard Les Paul, so the Studio and the standard, is that there's no body binding. So that means if you're after the sound of a Les Paul, but you're not too fussed on tiny little features like the white you get round here or various other small details, then I would go for this one because it costs less and it's definitely not a starter budget instrument. So let's start with the tuners. These are Gibson Deluxe tuners, and they've never gone out of tune. Like if I tune them up, they'll stay in pitch. The only exception is this one, and this one's actually a cheap replacement because I accidentally dropped this guitar at one point onto a very hard surface and this broke and I had to replace it. But that's the only one that ever goes out of tune once I've tuned it in. So you're not going to have any problems with tuning. I believe for tuning stability, the newer robot tuners are actually even better because you've got a thing holding them in, kind of locking them in. Now the neck, as I said, this neck is thick. I've never had any problem playing fast with this neck. Having said that, it is a Les Paul, and the Les Pauls in general are not the easiest guitar to shred on. So if you're looking purely for a shred guitar, this is not it. Also, you may find some problems reaching the higher frets, which is going to be the same problem with all the Les Pauls you'll ever find. Next, we come down to the Selector Switch, which is in a different position to on a lot of guitars. A lot of guitars will have it kind of here, by where your hand is here, but I find it's kind of out the way, and then when you want it, you can easily get to it there. So I actually prefer it in this position. We've got three positions: treble, middle, and rhythm. The first one is the bridge pickup, and then we've got in the middle position both pickups, and then in the rhythm position we've got the neck pickup. That's your standard setup on most Gibson guitars. The main advantage of this position is that we've also got a volume control here for each pickup. So what I tend to do is turn one of the volumes down, and then I've got an on-off switch by switching between the pickups. The only time this position isn't so good is when you're finger tapping. Also, I find that this comes loose and the switch rotates. So mine's going this way at the moment, which is side to side. Some people's goes up and down. I forget which way around this was originally. The pickups themselves are where the tone comes from in an electric guitar. We'll leave the tone wood debate for another day. Most of the sound is coming from the pickups. So we've got a 490R in the neck position and then a 498T in the bridge position. And that's the same on all studios. And to be honest, that's mostly what makes it sound like a Les Paul. So in conclusion, there are good reasons why I use this guitar for most of my teaching, most of my videos, and almost all the gigs I play. It's just reliable, and when you're like me, you need a guitar that's just reliable. It's reliable, and thanks to these pickups, and thanks to it being a Les Paul, it sounds amazing as well, in my opinion. However, if you would like to read a full review, including the updated specifications for the most recent model, then there is a link to my website below where you can find out more about this kind of guitar. So if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone who's interested in this guitar or interested in buying a decent guitar, because this is definitely a decent guitar. If you would like to support this channel, you can go to Patreon, which is linked in the description, and donate as little as $1 a month, which will help keep this channel running. You can also go to my website, chainsawguitartuition.net, for information on how to get in contact for one-on-one guitar lessons via Skype or webcam. And until then, I'll see you next time.